Hey everyone, it's Rob with Passport to the Parks, and today is Friday, March the 8th, and I'm here at Disney's Coronado Springs to do a walk around and see what's happening here. I always love coming here. Absolutely gorgeous resort, we all know that. I love to see what's going on with the new tower here, the Gran Destino tower, and the Villa del Lago restaurants as well. A lot of stuff happening. Still construction, a lot of stuff going on the tower. We're going to take a look at that. I was actually here doing some other video shoots for some videos that I'm going to put out about the resorts at a future date, but I figured I would take a few minutes to get around here and always share it with you guys, because I know how much you all love this resort and you all want to come stay here. Hey Frank, hey Matthew, hey Albin, Josh, you love apples, that's awesome. Let's see, Cupcake, hello, welcome. Matt, Robert, hey from Northwest Kansas. Hey Bird, always welcome to have you here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hey Felix, just started my lunch. What a nice surprise. Glad that I can bring a little joy into your lunch hour. Michelle, can you find out can you find out if you can just have a few drinks in the bar and watch the fireworks? Are we talking about the tower itself? I'll try to get an answer for that. Let's see, Sarah, welcome. Staying at Casitas for my first time and a visit later and cannot wait. Casitas are beautiful. I will turn you around and actually show you. Hang on a second here. Where's my button? Sorry about my hand in your way. There you go. I'm actually standing in front of the Casitas, which is my favorite area to be in. There's a pretty big convention going on this weekend, so the resort is about half full of convention guests. So as I walk around, there's all the convention goers are now eating their lunch out on the benches and just enjoying the gorgeous, gorgeous weather here today. Foxfire Pony, welcome. Charles, welcome at your third favorite Disney resort. What's your first two? Gator Mickey, good afternoon. Leaving for Disney World in 1 hour. That is so very cool. Have a very safe trip, and it's gorgeous here. When you get here, it's going to be absolutely perfect. Zippity Doodad, have a very happy Friday as well. R. Johns, hello. Joe, hello. Disney fan, stayed there 2 weeks ago. Impressed with all the progress. Absolutely. We'll take a look at it here. Just want to say hello to a bunch of people that come on here. Jack and Sandy got claws. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Jeff, hello. Happy Friday. Janet, coming to Florida in October. Margaret from Louisville, Kentucky. David, Paul. Everybody's coming in fast now. Kevin, Modeling Disney, morning from snowy Central Oregon. Street Cred, always good to have you here. From rainy Oregon, a couple of Oregon people here today. Irvin, what's up? John, DisneyDreams.net. All right, you can see the restaurant right across there. That is I believe it's the Villa del Lago, I think is what they're calling it now. You can see the sign is actually up on the side. It was here on my last tour as well. It's very, very cool. The bridges are coming along beautifully. Most of the railings are up, all the lighting. You can see the tower in the distance there, but we're gonna walk around the opposite direction this time. We'll go through and around the Casitas this time. Just because it's my personal favorite area to stay in. A couple of my friends are actually here, down from Ohio, and they're staying right on Coronado property. Let's go through here real quick. I believe they're staying in Casitas too, and they're bouncing around today. I think they're at the Magic Kingdom, and I'm actually going to meet up with them later tonight, and we are going to see Fantasmic together. So if you guys want to check out Fantasmic, I will go live from there. You can see the amazing Fantasmic show. I believe that starts at 8 o'clock tonight. So definitely look for that later. I have my big heavy tripod that's underneath my camera right now, so my arm's gonna get pretty tired pretty quick because, like I said, I was here filming some other stuff. They have the feature where you can access your room through the My Disney Experience app. So I'm kind of putting together a video that shows how to utilize that, how to do an online reservation. When you get here, if your Magic Band isn't working, you can always use your cell phone now to access your room. All kinds of great technical advancements that they're doing at the resorts, and especially here at Coronado. Also been talking to management here I get a lot of requests for ADA compliance and to do a video about people with special needs and wheelchairs or scooters. So we're going to look at doing something like that as well. So a lot of cool stuff coming in the future. Hopefully we'll be able to help out a lot of people with questions and put some cool videos out there. All right, so let's see. Cupcake, what's the best resort to stay in your opinion? Coronado is definitely an amazing resort. The cast members especially, just the way that you're treated in general here. All the Disney resorts are really great, but Coronado especially, I just really love the atmosphere here. Personally, I love the Wilderness Lodge. I just think it's gorgeous there. If you want something quaint, the French Quarter is really, really great as well. Toby, show you something new. Well, Coronado is pretty much just construction right now. They're, the new tower, the new restaurant. I do cover it quite frequently. I really didn't plan on going live here today, but like I said, I was doing some other videos here and just decided to click on live while I was here and share it with you guys.
Kids would be chasing them.
But we'll definitely be doing some new videos along the way. Michael Miller, hello Rob, I want your job. Well, you can always just do it. I moved down here from Ohio and just started doing it, so it's all you got to do. Come down here and have a passion for it and do it. So one of the things that I just got informed of today, and I didn't know this, was the Casitas building number 2. The buildings here all have 3 floors. So when you look at Casitas number 2 here, the elevators in building 2 only go up to the 2nd floor. So if you need to access the 3rd floor via elevator, you have to go through Casitas number 3, and you can see there's these little catwalks that go across to building number 2. So that's the only way you can access the 3rd floor by elevator. And that's just in Casitas number 2, that building. There's really not an answer for why it happened that way. I don't know if it would happen just during construction, something got messed up, but that's the way it is. So when you get down here, just be aware of something like that. Zippity Doodad, do I think the Skyliner will definitely be running before Star Wars August 29? I honestly do now, especially that Hollywood Studios line. I could not imagine that they would hold off on opening that. Obviously Disney is in the mood to really shock us as of late, so I think we're going to get Mickey and Minnie open, we're going to get Star Wars open, and we'll get the Skyliner open, at least that line, that direct line over to Hollywood Studios. Probably mid to end summer would be my guess. So gorgeous, gorgeous fountain through here. I love walking through the Casitas with all the beautiful fountains, all the beautiful greenery through here. Matthew, coming from the UK and staying there in September, can't believe the resort will be finished and the Skyliner Galaxy's Edge will be open. These videos make me so excited to get there. Well, that is very cool. It's going to be definitely an exciting time. Disney has made some pretty impressive announcements yesterday. If you guys had fallen off the face of the earth for any reason and you didn't hear, they are opening Galaxy's Edge here at Hollywood Studios on August the 29th now. Got some folks just heading around doing the jogging. Hey, DVC member Kevin and Teresa, $25 the super chat. Thank you so much. It's much appreciated. You know how much I truly appreciate that. It really, really, really helps. It really does. Always great to have you guys here. Thank you. Jack and Sandy hope to have Mickey open in September for my birthday. They were talking end of summer, I believe, for Mickey and Minnie anyways. So I don't see why September that it wouldn't be open. unless there's any major technical issues that they have with it. So this is always a beautiful shot here with the restaurant and now the tower. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Like I said, I got this beast of a tripod underneath my camera today. But now you can see that they've added a little more of that pillar work up at the top. It actually wraps around the top windows there. It really looks pretty. I mean, it's amazing. We saw the artist renderings of this and all the pictures, and now to actually see this physical massive tower here and how beautiful it actually looks in person. Now let me zoom in on the restaurant here too. I should have done that. So there is the sign, the Villa del Lago sign. The restaurant really looks great too. You can see there's actually artwork on the side of the building as well. Once we get a little closer, we can probably see that a little better. And maybe not. There's actually a green fence up in that area, so this might be our best shot. But all the fine details are finally starting to come out as well. Modeling Disney, love the sun clouds video that you posted showing the yellow gondola. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know, just the Skyliner just gets me in this very nostalgic mood. You know, it's just this new form of transportation. I always refer it back to the monorail, how cool it would have been to see the monorail being constructed and be one of the first people to ride that. So I don't know, I just see it as just very beautiful, these gondolas going overhead and the beautiful shots you get against the blue sky. And if you haven't seen that little video, just like a little 2-minute video with some pretty music behind it, but just some really pretty shots of the yellow gondola over at Hollywood Studios. Jack, tower looks great. Send you an email, rob@passporttotheparks.com, about meeting up. Very cool. I will definitely check that out. You know, if I can, I love to meet up. DP Car 77 man, hello from Niceville. Where is Niceville? I think everybody should live in Niceville. All right, get a little better shot of the restaurant here. Not quite sure. Let me zoom in again here. Looks like a little artwork piece or something that's on the side of the building there. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm not sure what that is. It's kind of spinning around. But I love the side of the building there, what they're doing. Little murals on the side of the building. Walter, we are at Coronado Springs. Paul going to be here in June. Awesome. Be pretty close to being done, but July, I believe July 8th or 9th was the actual day for the opening here. Hey Matt, Faye and Casey, always good to have you here. Coming on August 2nd, can't wait for you guys to get here. Barbara stayed there this time last year. I got to wait until next year before we can see new things from the UK. May not be at Coronado, but would love to go back. Worried Caribbean maybe noisier with the Skyliner. The Skyliner, if you're worried about the noise of the Skyliner itself, it runs very, very silent. You can barely hear it when it's running. Sorry if I mispronounced the name, Marajik. We missed you there last week. Oh, I'm sorry. Definitely, I wish we could have met up. Misty can't wait to be there in June. Disney fan, will the walkways be open soon? They won't open the walkways. 99% sure that they would not open those walkways until the actual restaurant is done, because if there's any construction still being done, they won't open up those walkways just for safety reasons. And that would include this fenced walkway here, plus the bridges going across. So we're still in the Casitas.
And it flew through anyway, so it doesn't.
You can see this is all construction being done behind the fence here. And this all has to do with the restaurant. Kim, can't wait to be there in November. Very, very cool. Yvonne, we're stopping at Coronado Springs the end of July from the UK. Well, everything should definitely be open by the end of July, so maybe you'll be able to squeeze into that restaurant and have a pretty awesome meal. You can see they're using a lot of access for construction back here. And if you're just tuning in, you haven't watched any of the videos from here before, this is a fenced area that they move equipment back and forth from the parking lot back here to access the lake. There's a little barge that takes equipment across. So they may shut this fence down at any given time during the day, but it's never shut down for very long. It's just to move equipment back and forth. I'll tell you, this tripod is getting crazy heavy, so I apologize if it's a little more shaky than normal today, but trying to transfer back and forth between my arms here. Kim, what's the weather like in November? Pretty similar to what you see now. Low 80s, high 70s, a little cooler at night, drop down in the 60s at night, maybe into the 50s. Not a whole lot of rainfall. I always love coming here in the fall. That's when we used to travel from Ohio. We would come down like September, October. So we're just going to do a quick walk around today. We won't actually go through the ranchos, but some kind of Florida crane here. These are the actual cranes that they painted on the front of the Skyliner station over at the International Gateway. So he's actually probably hunting little lizards through there. They like to gobble up those little lizards. Now he's looking at me. I don't think I'm going to fit. I think he knows he's on camera. Now he's just putting on a show. Where are you going, buddy? Oh, see, I told you.
Oh, wow.
He was after something. What's he got? Oh, you missed it. Yep, there it is. I told you. I'm sure you guys don't want to see the aftermath of that, but he caught himself a little lizard. I was traumatized the first time that I saw those cranes do that. I didn't realize that they were meat eaters. And he snagged one of those lizards, and yeah, if you're not expecting it. But it's the circle of life, right? to quote a very famous movie that I'm sure you guys have never heard of. All right, everybody saw that. Everybody saw him snag that poor little lizard. Chris, can't wait to go back to Disney in 2021. That is going to be the time to be here. That's when everything will be done for the 50th anniversary of the Magic Kingdom. All right, nice little shady spot here. Let me try to read some of these guys here. Peter was there before, the week before last in the Casitas. Good for restaurants and bus pickup, drop off, construction not a problem. Now enjoying 2 weeks in Villa. Awesome. So there's a thumbs up about staying in Casitas. Disney Nerd Herders, 104 more days till you are home. Can't wait for you guys to get here. Definitely gonna have to meet up when you guys get here. Margaret Cranes and is it egrets? I think that's right. Eat fish, small reptiles, and insects. We learn something here every day. Joe, the circle of life. There you go. Dave, my daughter would not be happy with that bird. Yeah, my daughter as well. She doesn't do well with that kind of stuff. Scott, about the gondolas with no onboard AC and relying on breeze from the movement to provide some sort of cooling, what is the plan in a rare occasion of a power outage or mechanical failure? Well, I don't know the exact plan. Obviously, they'll have some sort of an evacuation plan in place. Obviously, they're not going to have the air conditioning on board. So when that gondola does stop for any reason, they're going to try to determine what to do. That's part of what they're testing right now. That's why one of the reasons why that yellow gondola has been unwrapped. They have the full ventilation open. They're running it back and forth, and they'll have some temperature sensory equipment in there to gauge the temperatures, to gauge the airflow, those kind of things, to see exactly, what the inside of that gondola is going to be like. So they'll be able to determine, what they'll, how much time they'll have if it actually sits, for a long period of time, what the temperatures are like when it's moving. And, they'll have some different temperature ranges. It was fairly cooler yesterday, but as it warms up, today's a little bit warmer. Should reach just about 80 degrees today, and the sun is shining. So they'll have different data that they can pull from that gondola being open. It's a good question, though. Once I find out more information about that, I'll definitely share it and pass it along. This restaurant really just looks beautiful. I love the detail. Almost looks, I think it looks more Italian than it would any sort of a Mexican theme or a Spanish theme at all. Maybe I'm wrong, but it kind of looks Italian to me. Disney Nerd Herders, heard yesterday that someone posted they will be operational in late June. Is that true? People will post, it's all hearsay. Nothing's been officially announced. I can say that they'll be open tomorrow. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. And try to get as much quality information as possible and make good judgments and let people know. So once we find out actual dates, we'll definitely pass that along as far as the gondola's opening. Like I said, yesterday's announcement with Galaxy's Edge opening on August 29th is a major game changer. So they most likely will open at least that Hollywood Studios line prior to Galaxy's Edge. Now, whether or not that'll be June or late August or May, I mean, who knows? It just depends on what Disney gets accomplished, what they're able to get done with testing, once everything is signed off, permits and everything, and they have all the plans in place, cast members, all that stuff. There's still a lot that needs to be done. Once all the testing phases are done, you still need to bring in, your cast members, get them trained. So you have a small window to work with. June, I think, might be pushing it, but I mean, that would be totally awesome if they did. Leah, Rob, could you show how close the bus stop is to the Cabana A building? Yeah, we'll try to take a look at that once we get over there. Alvin, would you be able to use the bridges without going to the restaurant? Yes, that's one of the main factors that they have the bridges built, obviously, to access the restaurant. But that's why you have the 3 different bridges, so you can access from 3 different areas that are a little further away from El Centro. So you'll be able to just walk across and bypass the restaurant and head from one end to the other.
Early.
Grab a couple pictures while I'm here. Liam, do you think the Skyliner would be extended to like Coronado Springs, Disney Springs, Blizzard Beach, and Animal Kingdom? Absolutely, I personally do. I would see this as being just sort of a phase 1, what they're doing now, and to see how well that works out. And my guess would be a phase 2 would expand down in this direction, possibly through Coronado Springs into the Animal Kingdom. So basically right now, if you were looking, the Skyliner would be right in this direction here. So you could come directly down Buena Vista Drive, so straight down here, straight through Coronado Springs, and in this direction, the Animal Kingdom is just beyond. So, and outside of that, just right up the street, you also have Blizzard Beach and the All-Star Resorts. And the All-Stars are another huge resort that really house a lot of guests. So it would make a lot of sense to have a larger mode of transportation out of those resorts as well. So we've got a lot of convention goers here. See a lot of lanyards around. Liam, Street Cred, no, they don't connect to Disney Springs, only Pop Century, Art of Animation, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, Caribbean Beach, and Riviera, yes. As far as an expansion beyond that, I would say Disney Springs could be a part of that, but I don't see Disney Springs as having the volume and the numbers that would really require something like that. It could be, you know, a further down phase. But Disney Springs is popular, but it doesn't have the massive crowd levels that you would have coming out of, say, an Animal Kingdom, the Magic Kingdom especially. I mean, don't count the Magic Kingdom out as well. True, you have boat transportation, you have the monorails, you have buses, you have all the modes of transportation coming from the Magic Kingdom. There's a reason for that. It's the most popular park, and there are lots and lots and lots of guests that go in and out of there. So the gondolas could very well become a 4th mode of transportation out of there. And there are some really massive gondolas out there. I mean, there's gondolas out there that hold 20 and 30 passengers. Some very, very cool stuff out there. Actually has like glass bottoms where you can stand in the gondola and you can like look, there's like railings around, you can look down through the gondola. So a lot of different options to really transport massive amounts of people. Sue, thank you very much for the super chat, $5. Very much appreciated. Thank you for being here, and absolutely thank you for that super chat. It really does help. Truly appreciate it. Thank you very much. I always love this view, especially when the sun is not behind the clouds. The reflection on the lake here is just gorgeous. And I really can't wait to see, once this is completely lit up at night, how beautiful this is actually going to look reflecting off the water. Okay, we'll take a quick look here. We're in the cabanas, just give you an idea here. So we're right here, so we just walked through 8A, and you were looking for the bus stop, which is actually right here, we can see it. So in relation to 8A, it's very close, right between 8A and 8B. So you can actually see the roof of the bus stop right back there. So not a very long walk at all, and it's even very accessible to 8C as well. Bus stops are very well placed through here. Casitas and Ranchos, they're pretty centrally placed. So you don't have more than just a few minute walk from wherever you're staying. FAU guy, 23, 2 months ago, I booked the tower for a week in September. Now with Star Wars opening, I look back in the resorts and saying everything is booked up for the entire month of September, so the park is going to be packed. Yeah, like I said, that was a cannonball announcement yesterday. So yeah, the parks are definitely going to start to thicken up at the end of August, which is maybe kind of a good thing as well, because a lot of people were probably booking reservations for, you know, the end of the year based on it was going to open around that time. So Disney maybe threw a curveball in there to try to, you know, to dwindle some of these crowds down. And but the end of summer is already busy as it is, so I guess it's not worse than the holiday season. But no matter how you look at it, it's going to be busy. It's going to be crazy. Scott, me and Natalie and the Radford family will be coming from Sheffield, England in 14 days, staying at Coronado. Hope to see you while there. Absolutely. You know, I'll be here. And again, guys, rob@passporttotheparks.com. Shoot me an email. If I don't get back to you right away, I promise I will. I try to keep up on my messages as best as possible. I have a ton of stuff going on, and I usually take a day and try to go back through and see messages and emails and Facebook things, comments, those kind of things. So I will get around eventually to try to answer as many people as possible, because I really love talking to you guys. I love sharing Disney stories. Even learn a lot from everybody too. You know, a lot of people that come on teach me a lot of stuff that I don't know, and hopefully vice versa. We can all kind of share as a community and learn a lot of different cool stuff about Disney. Disney Nerd Herders, Rob will be posting some of our schedule and fast passes, etc. on our channel as we get closer. That's a great idea. We'll definitely get something hooked up. Margot's staying at Coronado Springs for the first time. We'll be there in 20 days. Can't wait. Well, this is what you're coming for. I mean, look at that. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous blue sky. Those Florida puffy white clouds. I mean, there's no better place to be. Michael, hi, sort of a new sub. Do you have Disney Media? For some aspects, yes. I'm not a full card carrying, get into everything. Just working on that in stages. I'd love to start getting into more events. Obviously, the Skyliner itself, I definitely want to be a part of that. I think that I'm really making a huge contribution as far as getting the hype and getting the word out there about the Skyliner. So, fingers crossed. Definitely love to be a part of that. Michael, yes, this place is absolutely gorgeous. Andy and Marie, also from Sheffield, coming on June the 3rd. Very, very cool. Love everybody from the UK. Street Cred, is there a comprehensive transport map for the parks, or transportation map for the parks? As far as like bus transportation or all forms of transportation, if you're inquiring about that, I don't know, I'd have to look for something like that. I personally have never looked at anything like that. I will sort of investigate that a little bit and see if there's anything that's out there. I don't know if there's anything online or if anybody else knows about something like that. I personally just haven't really looked because I've been coming here for so long. I kind of have most of the transportation and systems and all that great stuff down. So I try to pass that along as much as I can. JW Dasso, hey John, okay cool, now I actually know your name, that's good. I was thinking of not coming to Walt Disney World this year, but seeing your live feeds have cemented my trip for August. Very, very cool, my friend. I don't mean to dip into your wallet and dish out all that great Disney money, but I'm glad to have influenced you to come down here and spend some time in this gorgeous, gorgeous place. Like I said, if you guys are just coming on, I'm going to be meeting up with my friends Ryan and Shannon, who you've seen them in a previous video when they were here before. They're actually staying here at Coronado Springs for, I think it's about a week, and we're going to hook up with them, probably Cammie and myself tonight. We're going to check out Fantasmic. I believe that starts at 8 o'clock, so if you guys want to check out Fantasmic, I'll be there and we'll be watching that amazing show as well. All right, let's see. Miss Flipper must have, if you Google, there is a transportation map. Okay, very cool. I have to check that out myself. Maybe I'll put something up on the website so it's accessible for anybody who wants to see that. I'm sure there's stuff around here. I just really personally have never looked for it. But now that I know that it's something that people want to see, I will try to see what I can figure out. Like I said, again, if you're just coming on, I was here earlier trying to film a lot of different stuff based on the resorts, and especially Coronado here. They have a door opening feature that you can access through your mobile phone through the My Disney Experience app. It gives you the access to open your door. So filming something like that, going to film kind of online reservations. Also going to try to put together some stuff with ADA compliance things, people with any kind of special need in a wheelchair or scooter. So I'm going to work with Coronado here as well to take a look at some of the ADA compliance rooms and go through the parks and try to figure out a lot of that information to share it with those folks. I get a lot of requests for that. So it really looks beautiful. I love these gold pillars that they now put up. And I love how they wrap around the windows at the top. Got a lot of people going back and forth here. I'm going to grab some pictures before I walk away. Hey guys. Margaret, thanks so much. Much appreciated. Looking forward to the special needs ADA. Absolutely. I've definitely been getting a lot of requests for that. FAU guy, do you know if the tower rooms have ceiling fans? I know the rooms in the rest of the resorts does. The artist renderings of the tower rooms doesn't show. I could try to ask, and I'll post that in the comments. I'll ask before I leave. I don't know if they really have a lot of room specs. The last time I even asked management, they didn't have a lot of information on the actual interior specs of the rooms and things like that. So we'll see what I can come up with. This is really neat, actually. This is coming along. This is the walkway that's going to join the current El Centro lobby to the new tower. And they've really come pretty far on this. They're actually pretty close to probably opening up the wall inside the current lobby. So this will all be covered. It'll be a covered walkway, join the two buildings, so you won't have to walk outside or anything to get from this tower over to the restaurants, etc. Hey John, last year I could use my iPhone or Magic Band to open my room door after trying the iPhone once, and it worked. I used only my Magic Band thereafter. Magic Bands are so cool. Yeah, it's not the Magic Band is obviously the primary way that you want to get in and out of your rooms. The phone feature is kind of, you run out to the pool or something and you forgot your Magic Band. Most people will generally tend to grab their phone. It becomes such an integrated part of them. you're most likely going to leave your room with your phone and probably forget your magic band. So it's more of a backup. It's not, you know, you're not going to use it primarily unless you really want to, but it's just kind of, oops, you know, I left my room. I don't have my room key or my magic band, but I do have my phone, so I don't have to walk all the way to the lobby to, you know, gain access back into my room. It's just kind of another way that Disney is coming up with to make life easier for the guests. Try to get a few more comments here. Adam, do you ever come across competition in the gondola of video blogging, news media? And if so, do you ever have to correct them for inaccurate statements, i.e. Mickey views, citing no power in the gondolas? You know, there's a lot of stuff out there, and I'm not saying that everything that I say is one. Oh, you do? How are you guys? I'm on a live stream right now, so you can say hi to everyone. Oh, you got a cute dog. Oh. What you got? What's your names?
Yes, we enjoy.
You do a great job.
What's the names?
Every day. Susan and Joe.
Susan and Joe. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All the time.
Awesome. Thank you very much. You know, everybody's out there trying to just give information. You know, I don't have any ill will against other channels. I try to support everybody that I can in other channels. So I just want the correct information out there. Like I said, I have a lot of people that have really worked in this industry and know these systems. So I try to give as best and accurate information as I can. And if I learn something, you know, I'm kind of learning it along the way too. So, you know, the first time I talk about it, it may not be 100% accurate as well. And as I learn more and more, I try to correct myself as I go along as well. But we're all learning. You know, I don't have all the answers, but there's other people that do incredible jobs out there with other aspects. I really am passionate about the Skyliner. So I think it just comes across that that's, you know, my niche right now. And obviously coming through the resorts and stuff like that, but it's just something I truly enjoy. So that's probably why it comes across a little more passionate for me. It's a good question though, I appreciate that. Liam, do you think the boat rides show have a special wheelchair-able boat for people in wheelchairs? Are we talking about the cruises for the fireworks, like the fireworks cruise at the Magic Kingdom? I believe some of the boats do. Some of them that I've seen have wheelchair access, but some of them do not. The boat transportation is kind of a 50-50 thing. You know, I know that some of the transportation to get like over from Magic Kingdom to Polynesian, those are the smaller watercraft, so you can't fit a scooter or anything on there. But some of the larger ones do. You can actually roll the scooters on. So I don't have a definite answer on that. It's something that I can look at in the future and try to pass along. Matt, would I recommend, what shorts do you recommend to wear? Are we talking clothing in August? I would definitely dress for heat. It will be very hot in August. You might get a cooler night, but I doubt it. You know, just bring a light jacket to be safe. You know, I'm usually in shorts and a t-shirt in August. That's about the hottest month here in Florida. You get a lot of days like around now where it's a little cooler. You know, you can wear pants and a long sleeve shirt and things like that. But street cred, lots of folks from across the ponds. Yeah, I love everybody comes here from the UK. Very, very cool. Samantha, welcome from the UK. Darlene, welcome from Australia. Very cool. Let's see here. Trying to fit some more comments in here before we go. Herschel, welcome. Let's see, Jose, I'll be there tonight driving from Miami and going to the Animal Kingdom in the morning to try to ride Flight of Passage. Very, very cool. Have a very safe journey up from Miami. Chad, what resort level is this? This is a moderate resort. The tower is going to be a little more of a premium level. It's going to have club level suites and some larger rooms. But the resort itself is staying at a moderate level. The rooms are gorgeous. I was just in one of the rooms earlier, kind of playing around with that room key feature, and just being in that room again, it's the renovations that they did here, the rooms are really, really gorgeous, and they're themed so well. They still kept the theming of the three caballeros inside, the hardwood floors, the dual sinks, the beds, just really, really clean and bright. So you get a lot of value for your dollar when you're staying here for a moderate resort. The rooms themselves are beautiful. The resort is gorgeous. Excuse me. And obviously all the amenities that are coming in the near future. Gorgeous pool too. Sue, have you heard anything about when or if the fast passes for Star Wars Land be available? From what I've heard is that they are not going to offer fast passes right away for Smuggler's Run. So we're all going to be equals. As we walk in there, we're all going to stand in line for 3 and 4 hours to get onto that Smuggler's Run ride. Now I'm sure that'll change in the near future, but the last that I've heard and what I read is that no fast passes are going to be available. Seabird, do you have a favorite Disney hotel, favorite resort? Wilderness Lodge, I always say, is a really gorgeous one. I love it there. As far as a smaller, moderate resort, I really do love French Quarter as well. And obviously Coronado. Coronado is definitely top of my list for multiple reasons, cast members especially, and just how pretty it is to walk around here. The theming is really awesome here. The MG, hey there, greetings from, is it Mexico, Jalisco, Mexico. Always a fun experience, Walt Disney World through your videos. Thank you very much. Those are very kind words. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here. JW Dasso, ESPN Club on the boardwalk is great for watching a ball game and having a cold brew, but a sweatshirt is needed. Yeah, I love the ESPN Club. I go in there to watch Browns games when I can, so that's a really great place to be as well. See anything that I haven't read here. Try to get to as many of the big ones here. And JW, sorry I didn't call you John. I read these names, but I apologize for not calling you John that time. Dave C., I don't know about Disney World, but Disneyland, if you want to get into Galaxy's Edge when it opens, you have to be staying at a Disneyland hotel. Yes, that's another thing. At Disneyland, I believe that's the case. It will be open to general public here at Hollywood Studios, but Disneyland, you actually have to be a resort guest. Just because there's less property to work with there. Disney has a little more options as far as letting people in, a little more space. Plus they're making all these arrangements and expanding Hollywood Studios so much to accommodate the guests. Liam, will I be at D23? Unfortunately, no. I've never been to a D23. I would love to go at some point, but haven't been able to do that yet. I haven't actually been to Disneyland. That's definitely on the list. I had an opportunity to go to Disneyland years ago, and it kind of fell through. So that's definitely something that I want to do in the future as well. Let me run you through the lobby here real quick, and then we'll probably wrap it up. All right. So you can see this massive tripod. This thing expands down, so it's kind of a pain in the neck carrying this around today. So here is the current registration, and like we saw from outside, ooh, it is busy. So we got a lot of people right at the end where you can see the windows through there. We'll kind of walk through here. Hello, everybody. So right down at the very end here, this is where that walkway is actually going to come through. So eventually they're going to open up this wall, these windows, and make this one continuous unit through here. So you'll just be able to access right through here to get over to the tower, and vice versa to get over to the restaurants. So this is definitely one of the prettier registration areas. I really love it in here. The theming is just so great all through Coronado Springs. Sorry, walking back through your crowd again.
You're good.
So not much has changed as far as the, El Mercado down there, Panchitos. We've done these in previous videos, so really don't have to spend too much time. If you want to check those out, just go look at some previous videos. It's pretty much all the same. I'll show you the front of the tower here real quick. Still the current bus stop. This is bus stop number 1. Picks up right in front of El Centro. Number 2 is the Casitas. Number 3 is the Ranchos. And number 4 is the Cabanas. But once the tower is open, they have these new bus stops, and you can see, sorry, it's a little loud with the buses there in the background. But let me zoom in here. You can actually see the roof, sort of the sloping roof there. That's going to be the new bus stops, which they look really, really nice. So the Disney buses will actually pick up there. The Disney Cruise Line and the Magic Express will go underneath the Porte Cochere, which is the overhang there. They'll have valet parking. So this is going to be your main entrance over here. So this is just very cramped here right now. You get 2 buses in there, and if one has to drop off, scooter, it can take a little while. So you might have to sit behind another bus. So these new bus stops are really going to be great. I think you guys can see a little bit about what's going on there. Liam, am I excited for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure? Absolutely. That ride looks a lot of fun. You can see it's already in Paris, Disneyland Paris, and it looks really, really cool. So I'm really looking forward to that. And the Mickey Mouse one. I'm bummed that, of course, they took the Great Movie Ride out, but I think the technology that they're using for the Mickey and Minnie ride is supposed to be unlike anything we've seen. So looking forward to that. I just wish they would have built it in its own building somewhere and left the Great Movie Ride alone, but it is what it is. I'm excited for the new nighttime spectacular at Epcot as well. There's all kinds of great changes coming. I like change. I love old school Disney, but I do like change. I love new things. I just want it to work. I want it to fit into where it's supposed to fit into. And some of the things that they're doing, I just don't think fit. I'd love to see Guardians of the Galaxy, the roller coaster, but I don't think it fits in Epcot where it's at. I think it was a wrong move to put it there. Mickey and Minnie, we already talked about with the Great Movie Ride. I don't think they should have done that, but I'd love to see these rides and the changes in these rides, but just they need to be put in different areas. Okay, so let's see here. Let me turn you around. Maybe there we go. Okay, my arm is getting extremely tired. You saw that massive thing that I have to carry around, so I'm about done. We're going to call it quits. I will go inside and try to answer a few of those questions that we had. The ceiling fans, I think, was one, and I'll drop whatever answers I find out in the comments. I do appreciate you guys being here. Awesome time as always. Check out passporttotheparks.com. Really cool gondola stuff that I have. Some cool videos that I put out yesterday, that yellow gondola. Just having a lot of fun with that. Like I said, if you want to join me tonight, I should be with Cammie and my friends Ryan and Shannon at 8 o'clock for Fantasmic. So we should have a lot of fun with that. And as always, I truly appreciate you guys being here. Sorry I'm bouncing around. And we'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.